Hello, lovelies. Today we are going to start watching Lord of the Rings. What's it called? Rings of Power? I have seen the Lord of the Rings movies. I did read The Hobbit. I started watching the movies, but I mean, the book is better. I know everyone says that for everything, but in this case, it's true. So I do know like a little bit of the story. I am not a die-hard fan, so please, if I miss something, tell me very nicely. I am not really sure what this series is even about, but I really enjoyed Lord of the Rings, so I want to see, what they're gonna add to the lore, and hopefully we're going back to Middle Earth, and we're gonna enjoy our stay. I think we're just. I'm not gonna pretend to know, so I'm just gonna stop talking right now, and let's just go and start watching episode 1 of Rings of Power.
Well, is it finished yet?
Who is she?
It's not going to float. It's going to sail.
She's obviously an elf, but like, oh wow. What? Why?
Stop, don't! Stop, break it! Stop! No, don't!
Why?
You're breaking it! Stop!
Like, kids.
I told you it wouldn't float.
What's wrong with that guy? What's wrong with all of them, to be honest?
Lose your footing again, Galadriel.
Oh, Kate Blanchett.
Do you know why a ship floats and a stone cannot? Because the stone sees only downward. The darkness of the water is vast and irresistible. The ship feels the darkness as well, striving moment by moment to master her and pull her under. But the ship has a secret. For unlike the stone, her gaze is not downward but up, fixed upon the light that guides her, whispering of grander things than darkness ever knew.
Why does it sound like he's gonna die?
How am I to know which lights to follow?
So I guess that's a mystery.
But that seems so simple.
The most important truths often are. But you must learn to discern them for yourself. I won't always be here to speak them to you.
So many bits of foreshadowing of that guy's death. Should I even bother trying to remember his name?
So when the great foe Morgoth destroyed the very light of our home, we resisted. And a legion of elves
Her brother.
went to war. We left Valinor, our home, and journeyed to a distant realm. One filled with untold perils and strange creatures beyond count. A place known as Middle
Earth! Woo! Oh, they lost.
and would last centuries.
So that's Galadriel. When she was younger. Okay, so they're doing like, we're going back before Lord of the Rings. Because she was like, very much an adult.
We
It's
learned
Kate
many
Blanchett.
words for death.
Wow.
In the end, Morgoth would be defeated, but not before much sorrow. For his orcs had spread to every corner of Middle-earth, multiplying ever greater under the command of his most devoted servant, a cruel and cunning sorcerer.
Sauron.
They called him Sauron.
So we're
My brother
actually
vowed to
seeing
seek him out
Sauron.
and destroy him.
Like the battle.
But Sauron found him first and marked his flesh with a symbol. One whose meaning even our wisest could not discern. And there, in the darkness, his vow became mine.
Wow. So Galadriel was initially like a badass. They saw the wall climbing Game of Thrones and were like, hold on, we got this.
Commander Galadriel. This company has followed you to the very edge of the world, but none who ever dared search for this last stronghold has ever found anything. It's been years since the last orc was sighted. Is it not possible the other commanders are right, and our enemy is no more? Night is closing in. How long can living flesh endure where even sunlight fears to tread? Perhaps we would be wise to camp here, and tomorrow begin the journey home.
We are losing the light.
Damn, you got shut down, bro. You got shut the fuck down.
He was here. Sauron was here. Tell the others to rest while they can. At sunrise we move on. Let's take the search farther north.
Further north?
This mark was left as a trail for orcs to follow. The last time I saw it was on my brother. We must follow it.
The mark is centuries old. Whoever left it could be long dead.
Or lying in wait, gathering strength, perfecting whatever dark art eluded him here.
We exceeded our orders months ago. Surely we must first return home, to take counsel with the High King.
I promise you there is not a soul amongst our company who yearns for home more than I. I can still feel the light of the trees on my face. I can still see it. And until we are certain, every trace of our enemy is vanquished.
That thing is just like knocking them like they're, wow, like they're insects. I would have given it another head one just in case.
We should never have come in here.
We leave soon enough. The order is given. We march at first light.
Wow. They're all tired of her shit.
Then you shall do so alone.
Wow. Well, that was a bit of an intro. There's no way these are hobbits, right? Right?
The rules, we're not supposed to be out this far.
If we didn't
I'm
do
assuming
everything
that's
we were
Nori.
supposed to do, we'd hardly do anything at all. Go on now. Watch the puddle. Hurry. Good luck. Ow! Enchanting.
Oh, you haven't even seen it yet. You'd think for a hill troll to hide, Jess.
Glory, glory, and splendor.
Yep, it's always beautiful.
There's something in the mud. What is it? It looks like a footsie.
A dog. Just a dog. You know how dogs love berries.
That ain't a dog.
Is he going to see Talberry?
You might want to
Not if he
leave.
doesn't see us, he isn't. Hey. Twos and hands, everyone. Time to go. Work the big yard. You heard your sister. Time to go. Oh no. Come on. First one back to camp gets the first pie at Harvest Fest. Let's go.
Oh, those are all her siblings.
Just out digging for snails.
What the hell is that? Okay. Like, Tolkien really came up with his own world in every sense. Like, the creatures, the animals, the areas, like, everything is his. It's fucking amazing. Like, even animals just that you already know have very slight differences that make them something new. It's just...
Elf Lords only.
Oh, and he played Ned Stark
Is there any
younger in Game of Thrones,
Your
too.
friend has arrived.
She's here. Why didn't you say so? For the ceremony.
Yeah, if I was in this role, I'd want to be an elf. Like, I mean, I don't know if I'd be allowed. I don't know how many black elves they have, but 100% I would want to be an elf.
Elrond.
Get the nicest places. Or a hobbit, just because they're just chill as fuck.
I hear it said that when you cross over, you hear a song, one whose memory we all carry. And you are immersed in a light more intoxicating than any sensation in all of Middle-earth.
When I was a child, it was the only feeling I knew.
And look at you now, commander of the Northern armies, warrior of the wastelands. I half expected you to arrive caked in grime and mud.
This time frostbite and troll blood. And no armor.
Tell me everything.
This mark's very existence proves Sauron escaped. He's still out there. The question now is where? I intend to ask of the King a fresh company. With supplies
You
enough
have only
to...
just arrived.
She's
Must
on a
you speak
mission.
of leaving again so soon?
You know very well where I must.
There will be ample time later to discuss official matters. I want to hear about you,
Kind of loving her
your
dress.
harrowing journey.
Couldn't wear it anywhere, but it just looks nice.
It was not your company who defied you, Actor, but rather you who defied the High King by refusing to heed any limit placed upon you. In an act of magnanimity, he has chosen to honor your accomplishments, rather than dwell upon your insolence. Test him again. You may find him less receptive than you might have hoped.
Are you going to arrange an audience? Oh,
Damn! My girl was like, I told you this is what I want. Don't tell me shit I don't care about.
Elves have forests to protect, dwarfs their mines, men their fields of grain. Even trees have to worry about the soil beneath their roots. But we Harfoots are free from the worries of the wide world. We are but ripples in a long, long stream. Our path set by the passing seasons. Nobody goes off trail and nobody walks alone. We have each other. We're safe.
Feeling like something bad about to happen. That's what it is.
They return to us in triumph, for they have proven beyond any doubt that our days of war are over. Today, are days of peace.
Yeah. People don't want to know, like, when things are good, they don't want to hear about the bad. Like, they would rather live in ignorance. And she's continuously trying to stop the ignorance, and everyone's kind of like, no, it's great, we're peaceful, we're having the best life, woo, party. And she's like, nah, bitch.
As a measure of our gratitude,
They coming.
these heroes shall be granted an honor unrivaled in all our lore. They will be escorted to the Grey Havens and granted passage across the sea to dwell for all eternity
Oh,
in the
she does
blessed
not
realm,
want that.
the far west, the undying lands of Valinor. At last, they are going home.
No, she does not want that at all. Like, she wants it, but she's not ready for it. She's like, I still have something to do before I can do that. Yeah, she got way too much love for him. I can't tell if he's into her or if he's just like, we're friends. I'm trying to help you out.
Are you just going to stand there breathing like an orc?
It is said the wine of victory is sweetest for those in whose bitter trials it is fermented.
I do not feel victorious.
You deserve the honors of this day. Your brother would be proud.
It's amazing.
This is the gift of your king.
She doesn't want it.
A gift I have decided to refuse.
Yeah.
Galadriel.
My brother gave his life hunting Sauron. His task is now mine. I go to seek the enemy that escaped us in the north.
Nobody understands.
Alone.
I mean, yes, she's taking it too far, but no one gets it.
Ah yes, your mystery sigil. I shared it with the High King.
Then why would it?
Because seeing a sigil does not mean you're any closer to finding Sauron. It is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
After all you have endured, it is only natural to feel conflicted.
Conflicted.
She's the opposite.
I am grateful you have not known evil as I have.
She's literally the opposite. She's...
But you have not seen what I've seen.
I have seen my share.
You have not seen what I have seen. Evil does not sleep, Elrond. It waits. And in a moment of our complacency, it blinds us.
Poisoned, more likely.
Poison? By who?
For all we know, the Unionites done it instantly.
Yep. As soon as I see arrows, I always assume an elf.
Has it really been a fortnight already?
It has.
Ah, well, little to report. This will go around, I'm afraid.
I don't know why
Shabby
people are looking at him like
disputes,
this.
Uneven dice handling. Oh, yes. Had a bit of a thrill in here, Tuesday last. with a row over a girl. His eye was lazy, hers overactive, if you take my meaning. Care for a drink, soldier? But my well is yours, as ever.
And the poisoning?
What poisoning?
The one we were just discussing.
No. It was but poison grass he was twaddling about. A fellow passed through a few days back, said his grazing's gone rotten. Well, only weeds will grow.
This fellow, where was he from?
Didn't say east, I think.
And what day was he here?
Oh, let it go, knife is. It's a bloody patch of grass. The lot you lump us in with died off 1,000 years ago. When are you people gonna let the past go?
Past is with us all. Whether we like it or
I'm just
not.
noticing his armor.
One day,
Looks like an
our
ant.
true king will return and pry us right out from under your pointy boots.
Easy, lad. Quench the fire.
Wow. So there's a lot of hostility. At least they showed I can be an elf. Okay, there's something going on here.
Alfred seeds. I've not seen this flower since I was a child. Where did you find these?
I had to trade with another healer who was passing through. We crushed the petals to form a salve.
You crushed them.
Gently.
Oh,
Are there healers among your kind?
There are,
someone curious.
but we call them artificers. Most wounds to our bodies heal of their own accord, so it is their labor instead to render hidden truths as works of beauty. For beauty has great power to heal the soul.
And I hope you find Alfred flowers beautiful.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Until next time, then.
Why does he look like that?
Soldier.
Like, why is his face like that? Looks like he has a cold.
79 years I've been stationed here.
Wow.
Suppose I've grown accustomed to it.
And you believe this place was once a barren scrap of rock?
It has changed much, Watchword.
But the men who live here have not. The blood of those who stood with Morgoth still darkens their veins.
That was long ago, Watchword.
What were you before the war?
The grower.
And you shall be returning home to far more than you left. Honors, title, your life will begin anew. But mark this, Arondir, that for 79 years you've kept watch over the men and women of Tirharad, not because of what their ancestors once did, but because of who they still are. And be grateful that you need never see them again.
Wow, everyone's just like telling people things that they don't actually want to hear, as if it's like the greatest news ever.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your company?
Most likely searching for me. At this very moment.
And why are you at my home?
Come on, girl, you know why. That armor is so interesting.
Say what you wish to say.
I have said it already. 100 times over, in every way but words.
Mother, there's a man here for you.
She's got some sort of a sickness. What manner of sickness?
Wow.
It isn't the fever. And she doesn't appear to have any sores. Where's she been grazing?
She wandered east a few days ago. Think she might have ate something. What was that? Squirted out of it. How far east? She might have made it as far as Horden.
The fuck?
Where are you going?
Horden's a day's journey. If I leave now, I can reach it by dusk.
I'm going with you.
Only spotted it by mistake. Stepped on a lucky board.
So tell me, is it true about your mum?
It's what true?
Waldry caught herself and one of the pointies. Mighty sweet back of his well the other day.
Who told you that?
Everybody.
It's a lie.
Maybe that's why your father run off like he done.
My father didn't run off.
Then what happened to him? You don't even know, do you? Salty rascal's got the king's bounty down there.
This is the real bounty.
The hell is that?
Watch it! Go on, quick.
The ends.
Give me your hand.
But sometimes the lights shine just as brightly reflected in the water as they do in the sky. How am I to know which lights to follow?
Sometimes we cannot know until we have touched the darkness.
She's gonna take it. Said no. She's not finished yet. Damn, that is a decision to make though. Literally like eternal happiness and or potentially, I'm assuming it's like eternal happiness and sunshine and all this, and then she chose battle and strife. That takes a strong person to do that kind of shit. I wouldn't have done that. I would have got on that boat and I would have went straight in and been like blinded by the light. Man said take my hand, I'd have been like, here comes the darkness. Why did you go close? Huh? As a person? I'm confused. Okay, so that was episode 1 of The Rings of Power. I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't looked at the trailers. I hadn't really looked up what was going to happen in this, but it's very interesting to see that we're going in the past. I know this is a very, like, because I know George R. R. Martin took a lot of inspiration from Tolkien, so it's not surprising that, you know, like, the world that we saw in Lord of the Rings and even in The Hobbit was way less ambitious than this show is showing us, because we're seeing, like, everywhere. Like, we saw them go on the journey, yes, but it's like you didn't actually get the situated areas that they're going into, and it's just, they put a lot of money into this. Like, you can see this was expensive. I don't know how much money this costs. Feel free to let me know in the comments, but I could tell this was expensive. Everything looked really, really good. Even like the CGI looked good, the costumes looked good, even like the way they shot this, like everything just looked really good. Like, I was eyeing those ears on the elves, and they obviously, like, I know they're fake, but it's like they made them look so well connected and thick, like they really are ear. It's just the little details I could see with it. It's just very well done. This looks amazing, and I shouldn't be shocked, because when I was trying to read Tolkien, it was pretty much description after description after description of how things looked. So if you're gonna write or do anything that has to involve his work, you got to make sure your shit looks good. The sets need to be fan-fucking-tastic, and this is amazing. I like the fact that Galadriel, that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. I'm sorry if it's wrong. That's how I'm pronouncing it. But I love the way, like, the fact that this story is, for the most part, her story. Like, I know there are other characters. I got that eventually, hopefully, they're gonna all come together, and there's gonna be some kind of, I don't know, like, kind of moment that they're fighting for. But she is a very interesting character to follow. Like, I didn't know any of her backstory, because they don't give it to you in the show or in the movies, but it's very interesting, and she is making some difficult decisions, and she's sticking to her morals and, you know, what she promised herself and her brother, and I gotta respect it. Like, even if at times I'm like, I wouldn't have made that decision, I would have just stopped. She will not stop. She keeps pushing. She's very adamant that she needs to finish what what her brother started, and I got a lot of respect for her. I really do. I enjoy watching her, and I really do think she can handle being a main character overall for the show. And yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. You are getting a lot of, like, jumps from place to place, but it's just definitely because there's so many characters, and they want to give those characters enough time to develop, so that they're not just like cookie cutter, that's the elf, he's good with arrows, or that's the dwarf, he's angry, or that's the hobbit, they're very, like, gung-ho. Like, they're trying to build that kind of, these are real people feeling, and you're getting that. Some of the characters are not as interesting as others, but again, it's episode 1. I'm sure the development will come for all of them, and I'll like, hate, not care about them as the story goes in different ways based off of their actions. But right now, like, when it comes to Galadriel, I very much like her, and I'm looking forward to seeing how everything's progressing, because that ending, who is that man? Like, that's not Sauron, like, right? I should have done some research or something before watching this, because I'm gonna look like an idiot. I'm sure I'm gonna get, like, if I get comments, they're just gonna be like, how did you not pick up on this, or did you not know this? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I'm sorry. But that's gonna be it. I mean, if there's anything that I missed, which obviously I did, or any fun facts that were in the show that I just didn't, like, obviously pick up on because I'm not diehard, please let me know in the comments. I actually do enjoy learning more. I enjoyed Lord of the Rings a lot. I thought it was a great story, and I really enjoyed The Hobbit. I wish they had made the movies a little bit better, but I thought the stories are really, really good, and I can understand why people would find so much inspiration from Tolkien's work. It's very well done. Like, he puts so much heart into it and so much love, and you can kind of get, you can tell he loves the story, he loves the characters, he loves this world that he's created, and I hope that I can love the Rings of Power going forward. I really, really, really do. I want to love this story. I want it to be my next, well, House of the Dragons also, I don't know, like, I want it to be on par. Like, I want House of the Dragon and the Rings of Power to be fighting for my love to be on top. So we'll see how it goes. But if you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe for more. I will be definitely following up with this season, so I'll try to post as frequently as I possibly can. Hopefully I can do it every week and keep up with the episodes. So that's it for today. Bye!